Hello and welcome, Savvy Sagittarius. My name's Rose Smith from AbsoluteSoulSecrets.com, and I'm here to do your April Tarot Astrology. Okay, well, a lot happening in the world at the moment, isn't there? For you, you have Mars in your third house this month, so that gives you a lot of motivation to achieve, particularly around things like communications, publishing. Maybe you have some contact with a sibling that you haven't heard from for a while, or you get closer to your family in some way, particularly brothers and or sisters. And it also gives you a lot of energy for your local area, your community. It's like maybe you want to forge stronger, closer links in your neighbourhood with the people around you. So if you haven't followed me before, I do a bit of a combo reading. So we do some tarot, some astrology, and also a bit of psychic channeling. So let's go to the board now and have a look what's in store for you. The first thing that I'll do is draw a couple of cards as themes for the month of April for you, Savvy Sagittarius. Let's see what comes out as a theme. I see a key. As I'm shuffling, I can see a key. So they're saying this is important. A key means, a key to opening up the door to an experience for you. I'm going to go with that card. And bingo. There are the keys. And that's supposed to be a key too, by the way. Okay, so this is the Hierophant. Now, this is a great card in terms of studying and learning. And it actually fits in here with your astro here, the third house, Mars, that I was just talking about. That's also not only communications, it's also learning as well. So this fits perfectly, especially with the keys. So these are the key to success for you, Savvy Sagittarius, in April is knowledge. You see there, she's sitting on 3 big books. She's dressed in red for action, okay? She's holding the key, and she's got the key here in the book. So that's pretty self-explanatory. You have to take action though, okay? Notice these 2 books on the bottom are blue, so that's about self-expression and the throat chakra. Okay, so that's one theme for the month for you. Let's look at the end of the month, the second half. Oh, God, that one just come out. I don't know if you saw that. Okay, this looks pretty gruesome, but it's not. I mean, it can be painful, but it's not as bad as what you might think initially, because it's the end of a cycle. So it's the end of something. And April, looking at the world and what's happening, April's not going to be an easy month for anyone by any standard. Here we have all these knives in the back. Now, I need to make a delineation here, because the immediate thought is that somebody's stabbing you in the back, but not necessarily. You could be doing it to yourself with your thinking. Because this is 10 of Swords, swords are all about thinking. Are your thoughts holding you hostage, or are your thoughts running rings around your feelings? Are you hurting yourself by overthinking something, going over and over and worrying about situations that you can't control? So I know, we've got COVID-19 exploding onto the scene at the moment. I know that. However, there are certain things we can do to empower ourselves and to stay well and, stay safe. And you would have heard, no doubt, that, stay home, wash your hands, all of these basic things that you can do so that you're okay. And yet, if you have all these knives in your back, is that you're thinking just going over and over and over, when you know if you stay home or if you must go out, you wash your hands, you don't, after you touch anything, you do social distancing, standing at least 1.5 metres or 6 feet away from the next person. And there are all these strategies. You know, you wear a mask. I did hear in America, I think it was Kaiser Permanent. I don't know, Permanente. I don't know how you pronounce it. We don't have that here. So, but they were basically, you know, saying don't wear a mask to work. Well, no, do wear a mask to work. And actually, here in Australia now, people are wearing more and more masks. So if you're walking around the street without a mask, you know, we sort of look and think that's a bit odd. Please wear a mask. You can take action, okay? The really good thing about this card is, see there at the top, all of those little butterflies there. So a new life beginning, a new start for you. You're walking away from this situation now. So please take time out. If you feel like it's all getting too much for you in April, turn the TV off. You don't need to listen to the news all the time. And I know it's hard to avoid because it's on just about every channel all the time, I'm finding. But turn the TV off and go and meditate and call on the angels and the guides to be with you, because I can tell you for a fact, because I've seen it many times, there are more angels on this planet than people. Okay, that's true. All right, let's look at your horoscope now. The 4th, we see Venus going into your 7th house of committed relationships. Okay, so this is really beautiful. This is about the deepening of a pre-existing relationship if you're married or you're living with someone. It can also be a business partnership that becomes stronger. Something happens and as a result you sort of forge together to achieve the same goal. It can also be about legalities, and with Venus going into there, sorry, got a cough. It's a very good sign if you have a legal matter. So that's quite a lovely energy. With a partnership, the relationship goes deeper. You could buy a house, you could have a baby, you could do something very important together, renew your vows, get married, something like that. It's a beautiful energy. The 8th sees a full moon go into your 11th house there. And this is all about your friends and groups and the people that you associate with. It's also to do with your hopes and dreams. And the full moon is always about transformation. It brings up things out of your subconscious to deal with, and you'll deal with them, and through that comes healing and release. So it's like if there's any blocked energy down there, it's going to come out, and that's going to leave you more free than what you were before. Okay, hopes and dreams, the same thing. Maybe you think you're hoping for something, and then you might find out the full moon might cause a situation to come up where you find out some other information that you didn't know, and by that then you've realised that you've actually dodged a bullet. You're lucky that you found out. Mercury joins the Sun in the 5th house of creativity. So here, Mercury in the 4th, moving into your 5th house. Okay, this brings you closer to the world of the child. You could be having more to do with children, or you could be more in contact with your own inner child. It's also about creativity and flirtatious fun and romance. So you could meet somebody, or there's communications going back and forward. And the Sun always brings insight and awareness and happiness. Okay, so this is likely to make you happy, so that's good news. The 20th sees the Sun moving from the 5th into the 6th house of everyday work, and it's also health and well-being. So you're going to have some new awarenesses and realizations about your everyday work, or how you can improve your health. Okay, Maybe you want to, change your routine around a little bit, or start with yoga, or, just maybe instead of going walk 6 o'clock in the morning, you go at 6 p.m. or something. You change something around, and your health improves as a result. And on the 23rd, the new moon also pops in here in the 6th house of everyday work and health. So this suggests that you've got a brand new beginning. You could possibly start a new job or a new health regime. Okay, so you've got a fair bit going on in different areas of your life in April. All right, let's have a look at the cards now, and I'm going to draw a card for every week of the month and see what we come out with, starting with the first week. Just looking for a card now. Going to go with that one. Closing my eyes. I've got a cross in front of me. A cross can stand for sacrifice, like a spiritual sacrifice. So if you do wear a cross, just be aware that that is a sign of sacrifice. And it's up to you, but I always think we've already sacrificed so much. I wouldn't be in a hurry to make any more sacrifices. The card that comes out is the Four of Cups. Okay, this is a good card. I mean, they're all good cards. They've all, got their different elements. This is really lovely for relationships. You see the red rose down the bottom here, but there's also a very spiritual element. These white roses here, these long-stemmed roses, that's like spiritual purity. And then we have the gold of the solar plexus. So the solar plexus is seat of intuition, so you get your gut feeling about what's right when you walk into a room. If you go somewhere and something's not quite right, you get that right in the gut. And this is also about goals, targets, things you want to go for, your self-esteem, your confidence. And then she's wearing green as well, so this is about opportunity and also the heart chakra as well. So this is the first week of the month, and Four of Cups is about your emotions and most likely to do with relationships. Okay, there is a cup up here. Spirit is handing her a cup. Okay, so a cup is a container to contain the emotions, a vessel to hold on to your emotions and ponder over your emotions. Let's look at the second week of the month for you now and see what comes up. Okay, I'm taking that one on top, closing my eyes now. Okay, I see a door closing. It's time to say goodbye. You've dealt with that issue. I actually see a key and it's turning and, it's being locked. The door's being locked because now you're walking away and you're going to move on to something else in your life. And it is the Two of Pentacles. This is about your possessions and your finances, okay? So in the second week, you might be looking at how much money you've got. It's reasonable to expect that money is coming to you as well. So, give or take, not necessarily directly in the second week, but around there, maybe going into the third week, around here somewhere. Money coming to you and a focus on finances. You're going to get yourself more organised, okay? I'm getting the distinct feeling of a new job there, or adding to a job that you've already got in some way. Looking at the third week of the month, you savvy Sagittarius, seeing what comes out. Going to go with that one. Passion fruit. I don't know what that means. I did eat passion fruit yogurt before. I wonder if that's got anything to do with it. But passion fruit, I think it's more of a sexual or a love type of connotation here. That maybe you're eating the fruit of passion. You might know someone, or it could even be something that you're very passionate about. Okay, oh, this is interesting. So this is a Nine of Swords. And again, it's coming to the end of a cycle. It's the end of something, and we have Swords, which is all about the mind. So there's a disappointment here, or some fears or anxiety about something, okay? I just want to reassure you though, because see, she's got the purple fabric here, which is a very spiritual colour. So I just want to let you know that the angels are there to protect you and to help you. So just call on them, particularly Archangel Michael, okay? Because there are actually more angels on this planet than humans. I can tell you that for a fact because I've seen them many times. So you're coming to the end of something here, but your thoughts might be going around in your head and bothering you, okay? Yes, something is ending. However, your thoughts are probably, making the situation worse in a sense. So I don't want you to punish yourself because something has finished. Something finishes so that something new can begin, all right? Okay, let's look at the 4th week of the month for Savvy Sagittarius. Just a sec, I've got something here trying to talk to me. Someone's trying to talk to me. Yeah, it's on the collective. This is not to do with you specifically. Here in the middle of the month, something happens and it affects a large numbers of people. And there is grief with it. So I'm saying to everyone, please stay home. But please stay home, especially from the 1st week of April through to the 4th week here. Please stay home. Is collective large numbers of people here that are being affected by something happens. So let me just see if I can. They're just giving me a red rose. Well, thanks, guys. They're not telling me the full story. But it just, yeah, I can just feel it. I don't know if you can see. I got goosebumps. It's starting here, but here, the middle of the month. Oh my gosh. So that's not to do with you specifically, Sagittarius. Okay, let's now look at the 4th week of the month for you. Okay. No, there's this one. Close my eyes. Green. I see green. Opportunities and growth. Okay, what's that thing? Music. I see a musical instrument. It's like an accordion. So this is you playing the music of your life. You might have a tune that's already written out or something, but you get to play it. So you can interpret whatever the karma is, you can interpret it and play it in your own life. I also see a field of flowers and green trees, green grass and flowers. So there's happiness coming as well. All right. This is, sorry, I've just got a cough. I definitely don't have COVID-19 because I've been tested. All right, I just had to have a drink of water. This is a 5 of Pentacles. This is a disappointment, particularly about money. Do not overspend your money. Watch your budget, okay? Your possessions, also, you need to be a little bit careful with. It's a bit of disappointment, but it's not the end of the world or anything like that. They're just saying, be careful with your money. Don't be a spendthrift, and you'll be fine. All right. Is there something else on this? They're showing me flowers. They're showing me daffodils. Okay, so this might be on the physical level, but there's this happiness that's coming in spirit. So it hasn't worked worked its way right down to the physical level, but it's coming. Okay. And the last few days of the month for Savvy Sagittarius. Last few days of the month. Just looking for the card. Okay, we're going with that card. Closing my eyes. Feather duster. Cleaning up. Maybe you do a detox. Cleaning up your home. Cleaning up your life. All right, we have the Emperor card here, and this is typically an authoritarian figure. He's not always easy to deal with, but if you follow his rules, you'll be okay. Going against his rules is a bit difficult. This could be the government handing you money, but it might be late. Maybe you expected it back here, but it didn't come until here, the last few days of the month. Okay, so the Emperor likes to have everything organised. If you feel if you're feeling nervous or anxious, this can actually be a really beneficial energy because he's very conservative. He knows what he wants. Things are sort of safe because you know with this energy what you have to do. You know it's plain. It's simple's not the word, but it's plain. So you know what you have to do. So it's actually quite a safe energy normally with this. You know, it's a bit conservative and restrictive, but in times of crisis, you can be thankful for this energy, in fact, because he will guide you and guide people in the direction they have to go with safety, all right? So it's a bit of a mixed bag. I feel money coming to you. We've got two pentacle cards there. We've got a cups and a swords, and then one major arcana, the Emperor. Okay, so it's a bit of a mixed bag. As long as you're okay with your spending, don't spend back here because there could be a lean time at these 2 weeks here from the 15th to say like, you know, the 27th or something. There could be a lean time, but then this guy will come in and perhaps help you in some way. This could be a job offer as well at the end of the month. Okay, so I'm just going to close my eyes now and see what I get for you, Savvy Sagittarius. I see a star in the sky, a great big white star. So even though that is a mixed bag in terms, you know, that reading, they want me to tell you that there is hope and there's a lot of potential coming. So things are playing out differently to what we would have thought, but there's still opportunity there and a lot of potential so that you can grow. So don't be, overly concerned. I don't want you to worry about anything. They're now showing me some embroidery. I don't know why. It's what I'm looking at it, and it's full of pins and needles and things like that. But you're the person that is sewing the tapestry of your life. So you still have the freedom and the power to make your life turn out into something that you want. So it might not be what you thought you wanted, but you still have power and you're not helpless. Okay, I do hope that helps you for the month of April. Please give it a like if it does, and also, subscribe to my channel. I would really appreciate that, and share this video. That would be fabulous. Have a very insightful month, Savvy Sagittarius. Stay calm, stay well, and stay home. Okay, thanks again, and bye for now. Thanks so much for watching. Please visit my website, absolutesoulsecrets.com, for all things spiritual. Have a lovely day.